Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ferdian Alamsyah, and I'm from the School of Business and Management Institut Teknologi Bandung, Indonesia. Today, I have the privilege of presenting my research title, Improving Company Performance Using Financial Planning Towards a Customizable Fashion Startup, a case study of firms. First and foremost, let us take a look at the overview of what I will be discussing in the following presentation. I will cover several key points, starting with the introduction, which consists of the research background, business profile, business issues, research question, research objective, and until scope and limitation. Next, we will delve into the literature review that underpins this research. Thirdly, I will explain the methodology employed in this study. Fourthly, I will present the results, which conclude financial statement analysis, cashflow projection, and financial feasibility. Finally, I will conclude with the key findings and implications. Did you know that, according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, fashion falls into the physiological needs category and fulfills all individual fundamental needs for protection? Currently, fashion is not only the primary need for every individual, but also describe how individuals express themselves and their personalities. In addition, individual behavior towards fashion has permanently changed from time to time, starting from the event of the Great Depression, which then the trend of individual behavior toward fashion has shifted from made to measure to ready to wear. Nevertheless, a new shift is emerging again as the demand for personalized fashion. Based on Technaview, the custom apparel market or personalized fashion is anticipated to grow between 2022 until 2027 at a CAGR of 7.22%. Moreover, the significance of customization is backed by the continuous discussion in the fashion industry about the significant environmental consequences and encourage excessive consumption and wastefulness. And one of the business engaged in the customizable fashion industry in Indonesia is FEMS. FEMS is a startup that provides customizable denim pants located in Bandung, Indonesia, which was founded in 2022. The business model of FEMS denim itself is custom-made for all body size. Custom-made itself means that goods are made after an order has been retrieved from the customer. Talking about startup, when we build a startup, according to CB Insight, the number of one obstacle experienced by startup is run out of cash, 38%. Many startups need to utilize their finance properly so they can optimize their performance. As a startup business, we need to manage and maximize the financial aspect of our startup. So to minimize the risk of failure. Therefore, firms had to make a financial plan to improve company performance to minimize the risk. Okay, next is about FEMS. FEMS is a startup company engaged in the fashion sector, founded in 2022. FEMS sells customizable fashion products, namely denim pants. The customer can customize their pants according to their body size. Then the value offered by FEMS itself is in the form of better products, where customers don't have to worry that the denim pants they buy at FEMS do not meet expectation. Apart from that, FEMS denim also offers convenience value for customer, where customer do not have to bother coming offline to the tailor to make pants so that their pants meet expectation. They only need to order through FEMS denim through online channels, then your custom denim pants will arrive. But currently, businesses in FEMS is FEMS not running well, and it still has a low revenue as a startup because financial management is not going well. All divisions, starting from marketing, operation, and production, have the same problem. Namely, there is no financial strategy and financial planning for all divisions. So, if this continues, then the possibility of failing firms as a startup is even greater. Okay, based on the identified issues, the research question posed is what is the best financial strategy for firms to increase company performance due to firms each have poor financial performance. The objective of this research is to develop the optimal strategy and implementation plan from FEMS based on comprehensive financial plan to enhance company performance. Then this research has scope and limitation, which is FEMS denim as a customizable fashion denim business in the process of making a financial strategy to improve company performance. Explicit assumption will be made based on the data from FEMS denim and relevant source from similar companies. In addition, this research also used secondary data such as financial journal, books, and articles. The time of financial projection for this research is 5 years from now. Okay, next let's move on into chapter 2, literature review. FEMS use 5 theories, namely financial statement consisting of income statements, balance sheet, and cash flow. The second is financial planning. And the third is scenario analysis, which consists of pessimistic, most likely, and optimistic scenarios. The fourth is financial forecast, which consists of cash flow projection. And last but not least is capital budgeting by analyzing IRR, NPV, and FEMS payback period. Next, the methodology. The researcher will employ a problem-solving method in this research. The first step is doing a comprehensive analysis of the business issues, encompassing our finance-related problems across department of FEMS, including operation, finance, human resource, and marketing. During this step, it becomes evident that the internal condition of FEMS is very poor due to unplanned financial strategies. Then, to delve deeper into the topic, the researcher will collect primary and secondary data, conducting a study on the theoretical foundation. Once the data is gathered, the researcher will proceed with the business issue exploration. This step involves analyzing the current business situation at FEMS and identifying the root causes or using a feasibility diagram. By examining various factors contributing to the financial issues, a clear understanding of the underlying causes can be achieved. Following the business issue exploration, the researcher will formulate the strategies to address the identified problems. Strategy will aim to provide effective solution to the financial challenge faced by firms. Then firms will create a long-term financial plans to include the strategy, cash flow projection, and capital budgeting approach to improve the overall financial performance. And last but not least, to ensure the successful implementation of the proposed strategies, an implementation plan will be created. This one will outline the specific steps and action required to execute the strategies effectively and efficiently. Next. Okay, next is about our financial statement right now. This financial statement analysis aims to assess the overall financial condition of FEMS. Below are the financial statement of FEMS for the period of from 2022 until 2023. In 2022, FEMS did not generate any revenue as FEMS had not yet launched its products, and that they did not incur any cost of goods sold due to its current customer system. The expense incurred in 2022 included product photo shoot, event costs, and utilities in the form of electricity expense. In 2023, FEMS launched a product line consisting of customizable jean, number one, with price 599,000 rupiah, and number two is customizable pre-wash jeans that have price 499,000 rupiah. During that year, FEMS managed to sell a total just 11 pairs of jeans, which is still very low as a startup. Additionally, in 2023, FEMS utilized paid advertising, which is paid promotion, and participated in the event. Furthermore, it's incurred utility expense and other expenses such as operational activities and R&D. Okay, next is our cash flow projection. As stated before, based on the analysis of financial statement, firms have acquired poor performance. Therefore, the first solution proposed is to make a long-term financial plan by making a cash flow projection. Researchers use three scenario conditions, which is namely pessimistic, most likely, and optimistic to make a long-term financial plan. The three scenarios produce a cash flow projection for 5 years in the future, starting from 2023 until 2028 will be formulated. The most likely scenario will be used if the company gets normal sales and normal expense. An optimistic scenario is used when sales exceed expectation, while a pessimistic scenario is used when sales do not exceed expectation. In the cash flow projection, also there is cash outflow and cash inflow. Cash outflow from FEMS is consists of operating expense in the form of marketing expense, building or rent, depreciation expense, and other expenses such as utilities. Meanwhile, cash inflow consists of product sales and support activities such as operation investment required by FEMS. Next. Okay, feasibility analysis. The feasibility results are based on NPV, IRR, and payback period calculation for three scenarios, namely pessimistic, most likely, and optimistic. The NPV is accepted because all NPV have values greater than zero. Meanwhile, IRR for all scenarios is also accepted because its scenario IRR more than WACC, which is 1.229% based on FEMS calculation. In addition, all payback period scenario results so less than 5 years, so the payback period is also accepted. Based on all the above results, we can conclude that the strategy long-term financial plan is feasible to run. Okay, last but not least, the conclusion. The first step for firms is have to develop a long-term financial plan for the company. By creating a strategy long-term financial plan, the business performance can improve month by month and even year by year. This is address the objective presented by the researcher before. Additionally, to mitigate the risk of not achieving targets, the researcher create three scenarios, which is pessimistic, most likely, and optimistic. FEMS will implement the scenarios based on the sales situation. The pessimistic will be executed when sales fall short of the expected targets. The most likely scenario will be implemented when sales meet the target, and the optimistic scenario will be pursued when sales exceed the target. Furthermore, based on the feasibility analysis, the long-term financial plan strategy is feasible to run or to be implemented as it fulfills all the criteria. So, okay, that's from me. Before I close my presentation, I have one quote for all of you. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. Maya Angelou. Okay, thank you everyone.